Today we're going to be taking a tour with MacLeod Construction, where you'll hear more about how they've utilized compressed natural gas to power their business through the use of the fuel in their cement mixers. So to tell you a little bit more about their experience with these vehicles and their partnership with Nuovo Energy and Piedmont Natural Gas, I'd like to pass it on over to Bob MacLeod with MacLeod Construction.
MacLeod Construction, we're currently based in Charlotte, North Carolina. We started back in the early 80s as a construction services company, and today most of our operations consist of the manufacture and delivery of ready-mix concrete. We were introduced to CNG as an option for fueling through one of the truck manufacturers. And when evaluating it and the costs, the many benefits that we saw, we made the decision in 2016 to go exclusively with the CNG trucks for our ready-mix operations. We do all of our own fueling on site. Piedmont Natural Gas handles the pipeline transportation, and then we buy wholesale. This is our main plant, main facility here. The aggregates are brought up and stored overhead, and then the cement and fly ash are blown pneumatically up into the silos. Concrete production involves aggregates and cementitious material and water. We are the only producer in the Charlotte market that is exclusively front discharge delivery. They pour out the front instead of the back. We consider that a much safer environment for the field and for the operations. It's much quicker, and we think it gives us a competitive edge. We're currently operating approximately 35 different vehicles, from field vehicles, which would be utility style pickup trucks. Most of those would be diesel fuel. We run dump truck, which is diesel as well. We're currently running 21 ready-mix trucks, 2 over-the-road trucks for our bulk tankers. So we're pulling with the CNG trucks, and then currently running 15 CNG ready-mix trucks and 6 diesel ready-mix trucks. We don't have to worry about fuel deliveries. We don't have to worry about shortages of supply. It's direct pipelined in. We don't have to depend on somebody else to get it to us. We have our own equipment. It's a duplex system, so we've got redundancy on the system. It helps us be more consistent and be more on time with our customers.
We have to be prepared to provide them with the fuel they need 24/7. So this is a Bauer 23 series duplex compressor. It runs on one set of controls, 2 compressors. Now from here, the gas is compressed from coming in at about 15 pounds of pressure all the way up to 4,800 pounds of pressure, which we send over to a priority panel. We have an enormous amount of storage here, almost 1,000 gallon equivalents of fuel. Most of the time, though, the storage will handle the capacity they need. They can normally fill up in 10 to 15 minutes if they're empty. Now, topping off, it's 5–10 minutes. Once the gas leaves, whether it's coming from the compressor or from the storage, it goes to these dispensing time fill stations. These are just simply detached, hooked up to the truck. You turn the handle on. When the truck's full, it automatically stops. Bob's using about 15 to 20,000 gallon equivalents a month here.
This is the area we bring our aggregates in. We bring it in, dump it on the ground, and then we use a loader to put it in and then carry it up the main conveyor, and then it's in overhead storage at that point. We run 2 tankers of our own. They're both CNG powered as well. These trucks cost us roughly $1 a minute to operate. So I know where I can control cost is when they cross the gate coming onto the yard to the time they leave again. So if I can make that process faster and more efficient, then it's good for everybody all the way around. When we made the decision to have the CNG vehicles, one of the considerations was the design of the new shop facility, which again, we were fortunate it was a greenfield operation, so we were building from the ground up. So when we designed the shop, it was designed from the get-go as to be able to maintain inside the CNG vehicles. In installing the CNG, we've picked up some efficiencies in not only the fueling, as we've previously discussed, but also the noise of the mixers when they're running is significantly less than the diesel trucks. So it's a much more comfortable environment to work around when you're working up next to those trucks. CNG we found to be very efficient. There's the benefit of consistent supply. We're not dependent on some of the fluctuations that you see in the diesel fuel market. So by taking that out of the equation, we've been able to make our pricing more consistent and not had to implement fuel surcharges for our customers.
We're very appreciative and support the efforts that MacLeod is doing to support alternative fuels here in the state of North Carolina and South Carolina. Thank you, MacLeod.